Last year, the former X Factor contestant, who finished second on the show in 2010, gave an explosive account of the abuse she suffered in the music industry, claiming her life became hell after she fell out with the two bosses. The singer, 36, claims her life was controlled as she was medicated and tucked up in bed at night, and told who she could date and spend time with. Pop star Rebecca said she became so unwell at one point that she repeatedly collapsed and was told to fake good health so she could travel home after jetting abroad for her professional duties, and was told she had to continue working over the phone from her bed as she attempted to recover. The performer said she did receive an apology from the X Factor boss Simon in 2019 after he also had bad experiences with the two figures. But Rebecca said she was disappointed it was not made public at the time. According to the Mirror, she said, "I did have an apology from Simon. He invited me to his home in Holland Park and said he was sorry for the way I had been treated, and he wished he had stepped in sooner to ensure I was looked after. He said, 'I can tell this is distressing you. These people have been bad to me, too, and I'm sorry I allowed it to happen and sorry I didn't step in.' For a moment, I accepted his apology. He shook my hand and said, 'We will sort it out.' I think it was his way of trying to calm the storm. But no one apologized to me publicly. They left a question mark hanging over my head, which I think is wrong." She added, "There was a level of ownership because ultimately I went on Simon's show. The contracts I entered into were under his watch. I think he had a responsibility." A representative for Simon declined to comment when contacted by Mail Online. Rebecca, who did not sign with Simon's record label Sicko after the X Factor and releases her new album Heaven Part 2 on Tuesday, insisted she did not hate Simon or the people who have mistreated her in the music industry. Taking to TikTok last year, she gave a lengthy account of the situation. "A few years ago, I had an issue with two quite major people in the music industry, and my life was a living hell from that day when I decided to stick up for myself and not take any BS. My life in the music industry became hell, and I've tried to speak out about it a lot. I really peeved off two people in the music industry who had quite a lot of power and influence and were able to hinder my career." Rebecca did not identify the individuals. She continued, "One of my albums, especially the Freedom album, was blocked in some international territories, and one of those territories was the U.S. For my U.S. fans on TikTok, it was a couple of years ago that the block got lifted and Freedom was finally available digitally for you to download, and that was because I fought for that, because actually it was blocked. Certain tours were canceled and certain promotional tours in the U.S. were also canceled. So basically I fell out with these people and it had a massive, massive effect on my career.